This is a drink,
This is a drink.
and we are here to tell you how to make it.
That's correct. Welcome to Dave's Bar. That is a
Manhattan.
a really focused explanation of why we're here and what we're doing.
Well, I thought you wanted me to be a bit more serious today.
That's true. Also, we never did that, did we? We never did like a, hey, this is Dave's Bar. This is what we're all about.
And I'm really
Here's
glad.
why we're here. Yeah, we shouldn't do that.
No, we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, cool. We're not.
But if you don't put that in,
yeah.
we're not going to be friends anymore.
Oh, fair. Shit. Okay. Sweet. A way out.
Hey!
So, how do you feel about this drink, Dan?
I love it. Yeah, it's really tasty.
Mm.
The cherry underneath is the cherry on top.
Hell yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, the cherry underneath is the cherry on top, guys.
It's delicious.
So yeah, this is one of those drinks like the old fashioned where the whiskey you use is the character. So you can use loads of different ones and still make a great Manhattan because it just depends on what whiskey you're using.
Okay.
Turkey 101 actually is a perfect starting point. It's high proof, it's available, 50.5 ABV, so, big punchy flavour. It's going to balance really well, make it nice and dry without being too sweet, but also got that lovely high rye content.
Yeah.
The secondary grain they use in the mash, and it makes it a little bit like tingly spicy, and it's really nice.
Tingly spicy.
Tingly spicy, yeah.
Nice. Cocco di Cinirini.
Cocco di Cini Rono, or whatever.
Rono?
Yeah.
Let's just change it every week.
Shonorono. Yeah.
Shonorono.
Shocky Rocky.
Shocky Rocky.
Shocky Rocky, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'll notice that I haven't just said sweet vermouth, I've said Cocco di Cinirini. I genuinely forgot what it was called.
It's not called that.
Cocchi di Torino is what it's really called. I really had to think about that. Thank you, Dan.
Yes.
Oh, man. But yeah, it's not worth using other stuff, really. If you like other stuff, fine. But if you don't know what you're doing yet, or if you've not tried this, it's just killer, man. It's just killer.
It's the one, and then it's the oversized label.
Yeah, Angostura Bitters. It's your class. If you have any sort of interest in home drinks, you should already have a bottle of this, and you shouldn't have to think about it. So,
and they're really good on their own with sparkling spring water, by the way.
Oh yeah,
that's another lesson. Wow, another episode.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, I've got to ask you, but you'd never mentioned this before, but yeah.
Yeah, really good. If you want
fantastic.
just a refreshing summer drink without too much alcohol. Anyway,
medicinal.
Moving on.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to say freezy glasses anymore because
we don't.
We all know this now.
They're the key.
And yeah, although we should still say it every episode, shouldn't we? Freeze your glasses.
Freeze your glasses.
Glasses.
Oh, the ice is just appearing.
That's right, yeah.
Bit by bit.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's right. I forget stuff, then I turn it into intentional editing.
I love it. So 50 ml.
Yeah. This is the other thing is like your basic recipe, it's 2-1, so 50 bourbon or rye. I wouldn't use Scotch, by the way. And a lot of people sub-Scotch. That's a Rob Roy. If you like it, it's great. Personally, I hate it. But, that's because I'm not really a Scotch guy.
Okay.
And yeah, 25 of Cocchi di Torino. It's a really well balanced. If you end up making this drink and you've got Martini Rosso and you're going to do that, fine, but it's not going to balance the same. So if you're using a high proof bourbon, maybe use a little bit more of that cheap stuff.
2 to 3 dashes of the bitters.
That's right, yeah.
The bitters that I know everything about.
You might notice I did 4 there. It's because the first one wasn't a proper one. It was a little splutter, so I did more.
Nice.
But yeah. So, yeah, the bitters just are kind of like salt. It's kind of like salt and pepper in a dish. Okay. It's not really something you're going to pick out and taste. It doesn't make it bitter, whilst they are very bitter themselves. It's just a little,
Just a little summit.
Little rounding thing. It adds a bit of depth, a bit of character. It ties everything together.
Perfect.
It starts to create something that is more than just 2 ingredients, basically.
It's not a shake and drink. It's a stir drink.
Exactly. So I'm going to say the word mouthfeel. Is that all right?
You say whatever you want, Dave.
I did say mouthfeel, sorry. Yeah. But it's quite important with this. This should be like I think one of the things that makes a Manhattan bad is when it's quite thin.
Yeah.
So you want it to be thick and luxurious and like rich. And it's all to do with stirring, keeping it smooth. Use a good vermouth that's got a lot of body like this one. And also a good big punchy whiskey to keep it balanced. It should be deep and complex and luxurious. Right. So that's why the cherry adds so much. I was saying before, like I've had them without the cherry.
The cherry. The cherry on top
cherries,
that goes underneath.
That's right, yeah. So the maraschino cherries, these are the Luxardo. I didn't write Luxardo on this. I probably should have done.
They are the bee's knees.
I mean, that's always been my fave, and I've never had anything better. But I've seen people eat other stuff or use other stuff that looks like it could be as nice. Yeah. Like there's these lovely Amarena cherries you can get that some people use. Never tried those.
Maybe it's a challenge to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I need to go to Italy.
Well, don't we both?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dave's Bar on top.
Absolutely, yeah. Make it happen, guys.
So cherry goes in with a bit of the juice. You don't need to stir it, though?
No, I wouldn't. You just put it over. So you're going to get a really subtle little bit of it lifting up. And by the time you get to the end of the drink, instead of being like warm and a bit punchy, like when alcohol gets hot, it's a bit punchier.
Yeah.
You get this lovely kind of sweet softening thing going on,
Nice.
and then a delicious cherry at the end, and it's gorgeous. Makes you want another one.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah, Manhattan.
Manhattan.
I think the Manhattan is killer. I think it's a silk robe kind of drink.
Yeah.
Silk robe by the fireside.
Nice.
Big rich flavors, sweet whiskey, cherry, fruit flavors. It's gorgeous.
It's such a good drink.
The Manhattan.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.